I want to talk about Arteza. Now, these guys have been around for a while, but it was not so long ago that you could not go to any coloring group and not be bombarded with people talking about these or commenting about them or posting pictures colored with them. Arteza was, if I recall, one of the first companies to come out and really challenge a high wax company like Prismacolor by saying, look, we can compete with that brand because we have a fantastic formula, but we also don't have that high Prismacolor price. And I think that caught a ton of people's attention. So I had bought a set some time ago, and about a month after that, they ended up mailing me this set. So I haven't messed with this one too much. In fact, barely at all. So everything about this set is still in the manufacturing order. So I thought this would be perfect to show you what Arteza is all about. So we can see they have this little bit of foam here, this little bit of padding. Now this is not going to offer much in the ways of protection, but they did include it, for transport purposes, and it's a nice little touch. I really like when companies include things like this. Look at these pencils. These are gorgeous. This is like a rainbow of Skittles, very candy-esque. I like the presentation of these pencils. The way, if you look at the trays, like these two almost look like they've been repeated, but the way they've just divided the colors, they broke down their gradients. It's just a really nice presentation. And the tray also is of a decent quality. It's not that real thin, flimsy plastic. So they did a great job with these. And it's funny because I have some woodless color pencils that are Arteza. I didn't even realize they were Arteza. I guess I was thinking it was more of a new company just because I was hearing about them more lately. But it reminds me of one of those, like when you have a favorite show as a kid and you hadn't seen it in years, and then you go back and rewatch it and realize the main actor was somebody who's really big now, but he didn't have a name then, so you didn't notice. That's these to me. These pencils, they've just, like I said, they've come out of nowhere, it seems like, and just really made their mark. Let's look at one of these. So you see that the barrel matches the lead. You have the name in silver, and it has the word expert at the back. There's two rings back here. On the other side, we have the color name, lilac. Then we have the pencil number towards the end, which I really enjoy. It has a great, thick, bold colored lead. The back has been dipped. There's a high gloss on the whole pencil. And I went back and redesigned a swatch sheet, a family swatch sheet with these, and I had forgot how much I enjoyed using these colors because they just go down with such ease, and the pigment quality really is amazing. Let's look at the swatch sheet. So we have it here. What I like about this, and this is going to be an odd statement, but it feels like every one of these colors, it's the true form of that color. Like when you buy your 8-pack of crayons, you have your basic blue, basic orange, basic yellow, green. It feels like each of these colors are in its truest form. And the pigment quality is of such that you don't need much pressure to really pull out that vivid, bright color. And there's not that much residue when you're coloring it. They go down pretty silky, pretty smooth. If we actually look at the colors grouped together, it has a fantastic selection of gray. The blues are really nice. There's not a lot of repeated colors where you have a lot of the same similar colors. The purple section is decent where it kind of spreads out into the mauve and into the pink. The yellows are nice. The browns are nice. It has some really good peaches. This is just an overall fantastic set. Now, they compare themselves to a higher wax pencil like Prismacolor, but don't get me wrong. When you're using these, there is definitely a difference between a Prismacolor or a Holbein and Arteza. So you are getting more of a hobbyist pencil or a student type pencil but these are such fantastic pencils for the price you pay. Something I want to bring up, just because I'm personally curious about, on the first set I got, I did not have a dolphin gray. So when they sent me the second set, I looked for the dolphin gray, I found it, but then I saw something weird. I realized there was two, the steel grays are different numbers per set, and then my dolphin was sharing the different number as, like, I think a yellow or something to that effect. I thought that was very bizarre. What I'm really curious about is, somebody else has these set, what color number their dolphin is and what color their steel gray is. I'm sure plenty of you have it. If you could drop a comment and let me know, I'd appreciate it. But let's talk about the using these pencils. They are simply fun to use. They go down, they have a smooth, creamy feel. They layer just fantastic on layering and fantastic on blending. They blend with such ease. You're able to get contrasting colors to go into themselves so easily, that this is definitely a set that you could find yourself, especially for the price point, you find yourself able to jump back to them no matter what quality pencils you own, that you don't have that guilt for using these, because they're not open stock, but at the price they are, it's not that big of a deal to burn through these. And I on my personal set, I have used these quite often, especially when I first got them. I found myself using these more than any of my other wax pencils. I think just because I was surprised by their performance. I found myself going back to these pencils simply because I enjoyed using them so much, and I was able to really, really push them. And you know, we often talk about customer service being a big part of a company. And let me tell you, I went to when I was missing my dolphin gray, I remember talking to the people at Arteza, and it was one of those live chats. They were so nice that right off the get-go, I realized, wow, this really is a company that cares about their product and that cares about people. So I've got to give them an extra bonus, an extra prop, just for having great customer service. And it seems from everybody I've talked to as well that has dealt with their customer service has said the same thing. So anyway, I know that Arteza, has been around, and there's umpteen videos on the comparison of them and other pencils, but I just had to give my personal opinion on these because honestly, they deserve it. They deserve a high recommendation, and I just can't say enough good things about them. So if you don't have them, if you haven't tried them yet or haven't got a set yet, I strongly urge you to go pick up a set of Arteza.
Sugar Solito.